What's up, everyone? Aaron Nagler here with Cheesehead TV, coming to you live on, Thursday. Lose track of the days. Summer just keeps stretching out. It's July now. Who saw that coming? Morning cheese. That's right. Try to get ahead of things today. Usually by the end of the day, things are so harried. I had a really busy day yesterday with Live X. But, today I thought I'd jump on board early. We had a lot of headlines yesterday. Talk some green and gold, talk some training camp, talk shortened preseason, which to me makes a ton of sense. I think a lot of people saw that coming. We had heard reporting last month that this was a possibility. I get cutting down from 4 to 2. I know coaches got to be thrilled to get more practice time. Don't have to worry about travel eating into their schedule, especially after an off season where everybody was virtual and there's been no on-field work done. Got to get those rookies up to speed. You have to think this helps Jordan Love a little bit, along with his fellow rookie classmates. But we still got a ways to go in this day and age where news changes. News happens every basically 24 hours, developments, what have you. I don't know. I wouldn't sit here and say on July 2nd that they will definitely play those preseason games. I still think there's a chance they cancel the entire preseason. But for now, weeks 2 and 3 are still intact. Their games against the Browns at home and the Giants here in New York, those games are still on in mid to late August. We'll see how it transpires. But the St. Norbert news, again, no surprise. I think everybody saw that coming. There was no way, given everything we know about this virus and collecting people in cramped quarters, a large group of people, I don't think that was ever going to happen. It will be interesting to see how they go about, housing some of these practice squad type guys, the tryout guys, the 90-man roster. Clearly, lots of guys have homes in Green Bay, so I would think they'll probably stay there, although maybe they accommodate a hotel or something, maybe the Oneida Resort area. Who knows? They're still working on that, but yeah, the St. Norbert news is sad in the sense that they've been doing it since 1958. It is a great tradition. I know some vets grumble about it, but it is a great tradition for the community. I believe it'll be back next year. But again, no surprise. Hello to everybody in the comments section. Good to see everyone. Bright and early version of Extra Cheese. Good to see everybody. Nags, what a way to celebrate the birthday with you and Morning Cheese. What good morning and happy birthday. I would think there are many better ways to celebrate it, but happy to contribute. Thanks for making Cheesehead TV part of your routine. And I know you are a Patreon member, so thank you for your support. Big B, what's up, man? Good morning. Early Bird TV. Yeah, well, Andrew, sometimes you get out of bed, the birds are singing, there's a pandemic outside, and you think, hey, let's go live. That's kind of what happened. Save Kettle of Fish. Martin, thank you very much. Yes, Corey and I actually are putting together a video along with Cody, our video whiz extraordinaire. That should be out today to help spread the word. Last I looked last night, they were at about $30,000. Their goal is $100,000. Each and every gift means the world. I've known Patrick for over a decade now. Kettle of Fish is a very special place here in New York City. It is by far the greatest place to take in a Packers game outside of the state of Wisconsin, and really just to hang out on any day of the week, night, what have you. It is a little piece of home that has a great, great, deep history here in New York City. Jack Kerouac used to go there. Bob Dylan used to go there. Corey and I have had a show there. We've been there so many times, meeting not only friends, made friends along the way, lifelong friends, but we've met Packer greats there. We've met Dave Robinson. We saw Jerry Kramer there back in the day. It's just a great, great venue. Patrick is absolutely 100% a Wisconsin angel sent to keep us safe here in New York City. He needs our help. They've been closed basically since St. Patrick's Day. And I just want to do everything I can possibly to kind of help raise the awareness of his GoFundMe. You saw the hashtag tweet I put out the other night, had a bunch of Packers retweeted. I really thank them for that, including Aaron Rodgers, legends one and all. Saw Tom Crabtree donate. Every little bit helps. I mean, I know I've seen a lot of really big donations there, and those are absolutely, obviously greatly appreciated. But everything, if you can only contribute $1, please see if you can do so. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find the link right now and put it in the chat, because like I said, these guys, the people that work there are tireless. They put up with a lot of BS, as you can imagine, when football games and drinks are involved. It's just a really special place. Here we go. Here's the GoFundMe link. So anything you can do, $1. If every person watching this just gave $1, I'd be thrilled. But yeah, it obviously means a lot to me. I talk about it all the time. It's a very special place. I hope you can help. Sean. Oh, Sean, I'm not even going to read that out loud. It's so dumb. Morning Cheese. What's up, Bo? Dan, Kettlefish is also where all the SNL writers hang out during show weeks. Yeah, but don't hold that against him. No, SNL's okay. I'm not a huge fan, but parts of it are good. Ooh, Calvin with the true fantasy question. If you could bring a player from the 60s Packers to today's Packers, who would it be? Bart Starr. Sorry, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I love me some Bart. What can I say? He's my favorite Packer ever. Good morning, Nags. It's midnight Friday here in Guam. Kyle, what's up in Guam? How you doing? Hope you're staying safe. Hope COVID's not insane in Guam, because it certainly is in America. I'll tell you that. Trevor Davis was selected to 2 spots earlier than Tyreek Hill. Does this make him TT's worst draft pick? Boyan G. Why you gotta hate? No, but it doesn't make him his worst draft pick. It just means that Ted Thompson has scruples and John Dorsey doesn't. How's my dog? I wish I knew. Big B, you'll be happy to know that Olive literally sends me a picture of a puppy that is up for adoption every single day. No exaggeration. Every single day. And my oldest now has started chiming in. The barrage is constant, unending, unceasing for Dad to get a dog. It's not going to happen, but the pressure is appreciated. Enjoyed your bit on the game with Steve. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be expanding our partnership with iHeart over the course of this season. You're going to be hearing a lot more of me on their airwaves. Love Zabe, great guy. Love talking ball with him. You'll be hearing me on his program. You'll be hearing me with Drew and KB a lot. And I think I'll be doing some stuff with John Kuhn as well. So I love those guys at iHeart. We have a great relationship with them here at GSET TV, obviously. I only look for that to expand. Really excited about it. Neil, thank you so much for the super chat. If there are no fans week 1, how will the Packers deal with the Vikings pumping in crowd noise? It has never happened before. Yeah, well, it's interesting, right? I think it'll sound in the stadium will be different than I think the broadcast will, because I'm sure the broadcast will most likely, as they've been doing on a lot of the soccer broadcasts, we'll hear a ambient crowd noise on the broadcast. But in the building, I think it'll be quiet. It'll sound like kind of like a swimming pool. There's lots of reverberation, what have you. And then that'll be punctuated every once in a while when the Vikings luck into a first down with, oh, how stupid will that be when they have that damn horn going off in an empty stadium? Good Lord. I can't wait to mock it. Nathan, thanks for the super chat. Morning Cheese. BJ may not need a job, but he could be a great bouncer at Kettle of Fish. I'd bring Herb Adderley to the current Packers. Oh, there you go. That's a good call. Herb Adderley would be a fantastic addition. I like it. How excited are you for Werner? And oh, yes, Chelsea. I mean, can we just talk about the egg they laid yesterday, though? Holy moly. I mean, they clearly need a talent infusion. And the thing is they've got talent. Just, man, what a poor performance. Classic letdown game after a big victory. You saw it coming from a mile away. Just so, and I tell you what, I can't have Willian leave. He is my favorite player of all time. He scored both their goals yesterday. He is their team. Give him the 3 years. I don't care that he's aging. I don't care. Give the man what he wants. I love Willian. Everything went to hell when you let Morata go. Nah, come on, please. Like he was the difference. Everything went to hell when they let Diego Costa walk. That's what happened. Real talk. He had a poor performance the other day. I miss him. I miss Diego. You think Newton's contract was, quote, disgusting, like Richard Sherman said? Well, Travis, I thought it was interesting to see Kurt Warner chime in after Richard's question to open that tweet where he said, how many former MVPs have signed for the league minimum? And Kurt Warner used the raising hand emoji. People forget Kurt Warner was kicked to the curb back in the day before he signed with the Giants to back up Eli Manning. Then he had his resurgence down there in Arizona. But, look, I think Cam was in a very unique position, right? He's a guy who has made a lot of or had a lot of production because of his style of play being very unorthodox. He's not a classic stand in the pocket, deliver it downfield kind of guy, although he can do that. I think he showed that the first part of 2018 with Norv Turner. But he's made a large name for himself with his legs. And for a guy coming off injury, partly because of injuries to his legs, I think, there was a lot of reticence in the NFL. And now I do think not being able to get a proper physical because of when COVID kind of shut the country down, I do think that played into it a little bit. But I also think there were definitely teams shying away from his persona, his off-field persona, even his on-field persona at times. I do think he is going to fucking ball out in New England, though. And I know there have been reports. I saw an ESPN report yesterday that they very much are going to keep three quarterbacks, and he is a specialty QB. I don't think that's going to last for very long if that happens at all. I think Josh McDaniels is going to have a ball with Cam Newton, and I think he is in for a big time second half. Now, that's all dependent, obviously, on how he is health wise, and that's a big kind of the kind of variable that you really can't know at this point. But if he's back to being healthy as he can be at that age, and given the wear and tear and the beating he's taken, yeah, look out, man. I think he could do a lot of damage. Corey going dark here. If, and I just mean if, the season doesn't happen, what happens to the years on players' contracts? Number 12 still has 3 after a no-game season. Yeah, I would think, now that would have to be bargained between the league and the NFLPA, but I would imagine, yes, contracts will hold for a year. Now, that's just total guesswork on my part, but and it would have to absolutely 1,000% be collectively bargained, but I don't think there's any question that that's the route they would go. You truly care about Packers fans worldwide. 4 p.m. in Germany. Great time talking Packers. Thank you so much for checking it out. And absolutely, we do. We talk about it. We don't try to give it lip service. We try to put it into action. We are dedicated. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. That's what we do here at Cheesehead TV. Can't thank you guys enough for making us part of your Packers routine. I know a lot of teams have a lot of coverage. The Packers probably are saturated more than most. And the fact that you choose to spend any time with me, with us, doing anything, reading the website, engaging on social, coming here and watching these live streams, watching and participating in our trivia games. It means a lot. It really means a lot. So thank you. I'm giving to Kettle of Fish today. Mark, that is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. Please, anything you can do, the link is there. I'll throw it up again. Why not? Each and every dollar means the world. Corey, in other news, wear a fucking mask. Amen. Thank you very much. Maybe you've covered this, but Love's guaranteed contract seems a smart way to keep fans quiet and keep leverage over early contract extension talks. I think there's a lot that goes into it, Josh. If you look at I think Jim Ozarski pointed this out yesterday on Twitter, and he's right in the sense that these fully guaranteed deals have kind of been making their way down. They've been migrating through the first round. It used to be, for top quarterbacks only, and then the top 10, and then blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of been filtering down year after year after year. So I think it was just a matter of time before the 26th pick, quarterback or no, got a fully guaranteed deal. But I do think it does send a message that is their guy. They are all in. And I don't know if it'll ever quell talk, that I think most fans, I don't think, obviously fans that are engaged on the internet on a day by day basis, we are very much nerd-like when it comes to consuming contracts, whether it is a guaranteed deal. But I think the majority of fans who, under normal circumstances, will be sitting in the stands with a beer yelling at the players, I don't think they care about whether it's a guaranteed deal or not. They just care about how the guy performs on the field. But I agree. I do agree that it does suggest that they are definitely all in. Any surprise the NFL never made a condensed schedule containing mainly division games as a backup plan in case COVID-19 shortens the season? Well, Frank, there was talk of that. I know there had been rumors of it. But what they did do is the schedule as constituted allows them to lop off basically the first month of the season due to the arrangement of the bye weeks, and basically have a even playing field for everybody to continue playing after say a month off. So I think they've made contingencies for the possibility of the season being delayed. We'll see. We got a lot of ball game left in this offseason. I know it's weird to say on July 2nd when the training camp date supposedly reportedly is July 28th. You would think we'd have a little bit more clarity heading into the month of July. But as Randall Cobb tweeted out yesterday or 2 days ago, they have a call. The NFLPA has a call with all of its membership slated for today. I would expect to see lots of leaks coming out of that. We'll probably hear some plans and or what the PA is thinking, at least when it comes to what kind of measures they're going to take, protocols are going to put in place for when guys do return for training camp. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Nathan, thanks for the super chat. The documentary for the 2020 draft will be called Love Actually. Get out. No, I'm kidding. That's very funny. It's kind of sad, but funny. Perfect time to stream for us in the UK. Looking forward to my second season following Cheesehead TV. Let's win a Super Bowl. Timo, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about, sir. If baseball goes off without a hitch, I think we're good, Danny. Nothing's going off without a hitch. It's all going to be about how you handle it and how they mitigate risk and how they react to positive tests and how, basically seriously the people in question take it, both from a managerial standpoint, player standpoint. It's obviously uncharted waters. I was actually Corey and I had a meeting on Monday about training camp and how we can't plan anything because we don't know what's going on, etc. And Corey seems to think that there's no way that any of that's going to happen. I'm cautiously optimistic, but we'll see. I do think that if baseball and the NBA get going, game on. I think there's no way that the NFL shuts down after that. But if the NBA starts and then stops and then cancels, or baseball tries and fails, etc., obviously then the NFL's in a real spot, and there's a good possibility that things shut down. But again, man, I say it all the time. I've been saying it all off season. Everything we know, everything we think, everything we see, read, etc., changes in such quick kind of succession. You can go in the morning reading one headline that is completely out of date by 4 p.m. When it comes to COVID-19, when it comes to infection rates, where the hotspots are, etc. I just, it's hard to make plans about anything, through the weekend, let alone the end of the month. So see how it plays out over the course of these next few weeks. Let's say QB1 tests positive during the season. How long would he be gone for, Calvin? That is a perfect example. There's something that Corey raised. Say the Packers get out to a 5-0 start, right? Clipping along, everything's great. And then Aaron Rodgers gets COVID-19. And then he's got to go get quarantined. And who knows how long he is out of commission for. Because, look, we've got news stories this morning about people who got it in March and are still dealing with issues and fallout, breathing problems. It's a disease of the lungs, and these are professional athletes. It's, that's the slippery slope, and that's what's so terrifying. As far as long-term ramifications, and that's why it gets so frustrating seeing people not take it seriously. But yeah, if Rodgers goes down, then it's next man up, and who knows how long he's out for. He's got to quarantine for at least 14 days, and that's bare minimum. So that's 2 weeks, right? That's 2 games. And at that point, who even cares about the games? Who even cares about, the Packers record, what have you? You just want Aaron Rodgers to be okay. So that's what I mean when I say, we got a long way to go. If a D lineman makes a pick 6 this year, it'd make my 2020. Matthew, I'm all in, man. Pray to the gods. Pray to your Lord and Savior above, whoever that may be. We want big man touchdowns, and especially if they're coming on defense. I'm all in on that. Regardless how this season goes, the Bears still suck. Eric, putting it in terms better than I ever could. And I think I'll leave it there because I got to get going. I got to get some work done. But I can't thank you guys enough for joining me, hanging out, talking Packers, an early morning cheese edition. Morning cheese coming to you live here on the Cheesehead TV YouTube channel. Speaking of the channel, please hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.